Did you know that Mother's Day already existed over 1,000 years? Well, it is not totally the same to what we have right now, but in a different way, such as the Greek cult to Cybele, the mother god Rhea, the Roman festival of Hilaria, or the Christian Laetare Sunday celebration. Before we head to the history of Mother's Day, let me tell you some fun facts about Mother's Day. Did you know that in Thailand, Mother's Day is always celebrated in August on the birthday of the current Queen Sirikit? In Ethiopia, they celebrate Mother's Day aka Anthiosht, in 3-day feast. People of Ethiopia celebrate by organizing massive meals with family and friends and by preparing the traditional recipe of the country, which is hash. Mother's Day is the biggest flower buying day of the year in Britain. In UK, the date is linked to Easter, which is different each year because of the lunar calendar. The UK's Mother's Day always falls on the fourth Sunday during Lent, where people are fasting for the days leading up to Easter. In the UK and Ireland, Mothering Sunday is celebrated on the fourth Sunday of Lent. Mother's Day is celebrated in the whole world. The food most associated with Mothering Sunday is simnel cake. Simnel cake is a type of fruit cake that contains plenty of marzipan and is eaten at Easter, while people are fasting during Lent. Mothering Sunday is in the middle of fasting, offered a respite from 40 days of religious activity. Carnations are the flowers typically associated with Mother's Day. A red carnation for mothers who are still living, and a white meant she had passed. It is a different case in Australia. Carnation flowers bloom during autumn while carnations are a spring flower. So white chrysanthemums are the traditional Mother's Day flower in Australia. In Mongolia, Mother's Day is always celebrated and observed on June 1st each year together with Children's Day. So, Mother's Day is near. But have you ever wondered who, why, when and where did it start? It all started from a mother, Anne Maria Reeves Jarvis, who was a social activist and a community organizer during the American Civil War era. Let us call her Mrs. Jarvis. She was very active in the Methodist Episcopal Church, where it was while pregnant with her sixth child. Mrs. Jarvis began Mother's Day work clubs in the towns of Grafton, Pruntytown, Philippi, Fetterman, and Webster to improve health and sanitary conditions. High infant and child mortality rates, mostly due to diseases. Mrs. Jarvis herself lost 9 children, including 5 during the American Civil War. She is the mother who inspired Mother's Day and is a founder of Mother's Day movements, while her daughter, Anna Marie Jarvis, was the founder of Mother's Day. It was during one of Mrs. Jarvis' Sunday school lessons in 1876 that Anna heard her mom close the lesson with a prayer saying, "I hope and pray that someone, sometime, will celebrate and commemorate all the mothers in the world." Anna was 12 years old back then, and after her mother's death in 1905, Anna led the movement for the commemoration of Mother's Day. In May of 1907, a Mother's Day celebration had been arranged on the second Sunday in May at the Methodist Church in Grafton, West Virginia, where Anne had taught. In 1910 Mother's Day became a West Virginia state holiday, and in 1914 it was designated as a national holiday by President Woodrow Wilson. But all the businesses thought of this as a huge opportunity to earn more money, that it comes to the point where the real meaning of the day is only about pricey gifts. At that time carnations' price went up, when in fact, it should be about honoring the sacrifices mothers made for their children. The commercialization of the day horrified her, to the extent that she even campaigned to have it rescinded. Among some of these were the confection, floral and greeting card industry. She even said this: "A printed card is useless except that you are too lazy to write to the woman who has done a lot for you than anyone in the world." And candy. You take a box to mother, when in fact, you eat most yourself. Anna never married or had any children. She just continued what her mother started. Anna and her sister Lillian survived on the inheritance from their father and their brother Claude. who ran a taxi business in Philadelphia before dying of a heart attack. But Anna went on to spend every penny fighting the commercialization of Mother's Day. Until Anna died on November 24, 1948, buried next to her mother, sister, and brother at West Laurel Hill Cemetery in Bala Cynwyd, Pennsylvania. How about you? How do you celebrate Mother's Day? If you learned something from this video, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.